All right, everybody. Here we are again for another experiment. This is another class project. Doing one for a volcano experiment this time. We have our elements here that we are going to add together, and we are going to create a chemical reaction, I'm going to say. However, we have vinegar. You have your reaction formula written there for just vinegar, baking soda, and your formula written for baking soda. And me in the middle. All right, guys, let's get this experiment started off by saying, I've done this experiment as a kid with other processes, never with a paper towel, never with a bottle, always with something else. I've tried little film canisters, things like that. I know basically what's going to happen. So let's get the show on the road. Here we have our bottle. I've been instructed to take a bottle. Let me remove the label here for you. That way I can make it a little bit more visible for everybody to see. Bam! This bottle here. I would have stuck this to it had I had the chance, but I did not want to put it somewhere where you couldn't read it. That's for afterwards. I was supposed to write a balanced reaction equation. This is what I was able to figure out. If you guys can figure out anything else, let me know. If not, there was a couple iffy things I found online. I kept getting roundabouts, different types of acetic acid and things like that for vinegar. But I was able to iron and pin down what exactly the formula was for vinegar, I believe. So this should be the balanced equation for the reaction between vinegar and baking soda. Glad to see everybody else in the house. Bam. So there's my water bottle. We were told to take and wrap baking soda in a paper towel. Then we're going to drop this paper towel into this water bottle. After that, we're supposed to add vinegar. Now, I imagine I can control the size of the reaction and how big and bad this is going to be. So I'm going to attempt to not ruin my kitchen, but I also want to have some fun. So let's see what kind of fun we can have. He was pretty vague as far, the professor as being he, was pretty vague as far as how much of each to add, just the fact that both got mixed together. So we have this, baking soda, vinegar. Let's make a volcano, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pan you guys down, and so that you can see the bottle and me working, what I'm pouring, what I'm doing. That way we can get a good sense of what's going on and not just see my face while I'm working down here. All right, guys. Bam. Now, hopefully I was able to get all this stuff in just the right spot because I was trying to get it in just the right camera angle so that I could line all this up and do it right in front of your face. Bam. Just like that. Here we have our paper towel, our baking soda, go ahead and I don't know. That's quite a bit of baking soda. I think I'm gonna regret this, but let's have fun. And then I guess just fold it up in here. I'm gonna have to still be able to get it in the bottom. That was a couple folds and more of a roll, so let's bottle over here. I've made a mess. Here's our bottle. Here's our baking soda bomb. I may have used too much paper towel. I don't know. We will see what happens, and then I guess I'll give you my reaction as to how the reaction went. All right, guys. Bam. Here we have our vinegar. Now, if y'all know what's going to happen or have a good guess as to what the heck you think may happen, or want to come clean up my counter and floor after I'm done, go ahead and let me know. Hello, everybody watching. What's up? Glad to see you in the audience. Check it out. About to make a volcano. Pardon the balloons and stuff in the background. It was my daughter's birthday, and that's why this video is so late at night. All right, guys. Who's ready for some science? Okay. Cool. So, I'm assuming that is what the paper towel is for. Basically to just keep this reaction as mild as possible so that they're not adding so much of the base to the acid at once. And basically what you see going on there is there's a boatload of bubbles happening in the bottom of there. And it's bubbling like crazy. It's creating CO2. Give it a little shaky shake. See what it does. Now I want to see something fun. Give me fun. There's your CO2 bubble being created there. It's actually working pretty good now. Let's get into some more of that baking soda. If you can see that. There you go. Lighten it up a little bit for you. Pretty neat. Well, it appears the experiment worked. It wasn't very volcano-y, I don't think, though. I thought I used quite a bit of the baking soda. I shook it around and tried to mix it up some more. I also just allowed it to settle. Now, what do you think, guys? You think it's water? Think I could drink that? H2O? I mean, CO2, H2O. And water is part of the balanced equation in this whole thing. It's part of what is created from this process, this reaction between the two, baking soda and vinegar. All right, guys, I'm going to pan back up. All right. Yeah. Well, that was the video for today. That was my class project / fun for this week. I do believe the experiment worked. The baking soda, as soon as it came in contact with the vinegar, was able to start its whole reaction process and started to bubble up and create the CO2. And it still is now. Maybe that paper towel is kind of like a slow release for the baking soda. Because typically, in most cases, if you were to just drop that acid right on top of that base, or vice versa, it would do the same thing. It would just bubble, bubble, bubble. So I mean, I've made little class volcanoes and things like that. At any rate, enjoy the video. I hope so. Like, subscribe, do what you got to do. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Hi, Mom.